Alright, hello world. Hopefully we can pull this off on the fly. I don't want to have to edit the video, it just takes too long and I can't justify that it's worth it. Let's watch some replays. I need to delete replays, make it so that the game works again and doesn't keep freezing. Racing in the silver all week. So hopefully my voice should be a fair bit louder than it now. And I don't have the sound coming through the speakers. I have speakers all through my setup. I have speakers under my pedals, under my seats, under the desk. Like, I like to be able to feel the vibration coming from the speakers, and as well as being able to hear the chirping and screeching of the tyres and stuff. Opposed to using headphones. But I'll use the headphones while I watch these replays, and then I should be able to speak into the mic. Anyways, Sylvia wingless. I tried to give it a bit of an aerodynamic advantage in the slipstream because it really lacked torque. I did end up finding out I wasn't shifting it correctly. Like third gear's kind of the goal in this car for a lot of things, especially like downhill descents and stuff. You just need to be in a bigger gear. Like each gear change, you just lose a lot of time. It's like the Silhouette, I'm assuming. It's like an old school tourer opposed to a modern chassis race car with like double clutch. So alright, here we've got like A+, A+. I think it's a B account, but there's no way he's a B grade driver. Like watch him braking inputs. He's off before he's gone through the corner. It's only a little bit. Accelerating at the apex smoothly, one go. He's not guessing. And he's no B grade driver. Stove, he's A+. Oh, it's getting snappy on your Stove. So that's at the limit, in control at the limit, you know? Like not going so far beyond it that he can't save it. Let's come back. So let's watch the lines with the guys behind me. And like watch the lines of my Sylvia. See, if I don't square it off like that, I'm not going to get enough acceleration out of it to get into here to be able to take my corner with the entry that I want. And again, I need to be able to get that perfect. Let's go back a sec. If I was doing it right, I want to actually be staying in third. Unless you're defending me, you can give it a punch in second because... But if you're not back in third by this apex here, yeah, you can't be changing gears after that because then you've really lost the toe. Yeah, and at this point I was still revving it out a bit, which is what you want to be doing. There were points where I'd work the car out and then I'd not work the car out. So get a bump draft, which will keep us in the race, and it'll keep them in the race. If they overtake me, then this person here now has my slipstream. So by overtaking me, you're just putting the guy behind you back into the race to be attacking you, dive bombing you and ruining your race. You can see as soon as my car gets a small tap, because it's really light and doesn't have much aerodynamic drag, it's straight back in the game. It just doesn't have the torque to push through the air like these meta cars. So there we have stuff up. Because it just happens. Like, that's why these guys are quick. Is there a bump draft here? Oh, there is. So in a way, he kind of got... The guy's only trying to help him. We're all A+ drivers. But that's what's happened there. A bit of extra speed, like... He's gone beyond the velocity that that car can make it through. So he's not really... He's probably high-level A driver, I guess. And there's like the sportsmanship of A+ drivers. Like, it's not even on this guy, really. It's not even his fault. It's like a pure racing incident. Because like the other guy's not even being malicious. Just just made the wrong decision at the time. But I think he should have pulled over and stopped. But Stove off racing. Alright, he's got to bridge a bit of a gap and he's got damage. So positive Mark's not going to bump draft me. If I remember, like, it was rare that he would in the racing. And you can see, like, he'll still be straight back up my... Like, they just have so much more power. They're a straight line bullet. And then, like, other people will help them because they're all in the same car. So despite how much I've squared this off and how much better exit I'm going to get than he does, he'll be straight up in my slipstream, and he's going to get tapped. And I'm just going to struggle. Just struggle to get on. But my lines are right. And I get down the descent pretty quickly, especially compared to cars. Like, the Citroen's rather understeery. That's why, like, the A+ drivers are having to, like, drive it at the limit to make it perform. Then, like, the other people are getting it kind of right with custom slipstream. So, look, he'll still... Oh, well. I'm not sure if he even gets for bump draft there, but, like, it's so hard to, like, actually leave them in the custom slip. Like, out driving them's not really going to do it until tyres start to come into it. And that's if you haven't been punted off the track by that point. You could get a bit of extra rotation and get on the throttle a bit earlier by actually letting the back out a bit. As you can see, like, I can be right on them coming down the descents because the car handles better. Like, basically, these two, if they didn't have the opportunity to bump draft each other in custom slip, they're gone. Right? And J Diesel. None of them are still in the game at this point, in reality. Like, it's only because it's a game that they're still in the game. It's only really, in my opinion, because the game's a bit broken. I end up being gapped that much on the straight. But as you can see, when the car handles, like, and that's the balance of performance. Hence my qualifying lap with it. Oops. I want to go to stove. No. I'll leave it on stove for a bit while I grab a coffee. It's on mute 'cause I'm boiling the jug. I'm going to go back a bit and let's see how the gap is formed to the guy in first place. So no teamwork, lap 4. But that was a smart decision. Lucky to survive that. So I'm still in his slip. And knowing me, I'm holding off, I'm saving my tyres. I know I'm in custom slip. And I know I got the top end and it helps reel me in at the end. I just need to ace some corners and I catch back in. But I have made a... Actually, let's go to my... Go back a bit. Check my rear vision mirror. Yeah, I can already see it coming. Probably at the bottom of the hill. I had a little bit of tailspin. So that's where I need a bump draft. That's where I needed a bump draft. And we would have all been straight up in the game. Like, still following. But now it's Tassie's turn to keep the gap. So far, I've, not got much help, have I? And I didn't get any help at all there. So, time for you to hold the gap, Tassie. And I barely have the torque to give more than one bump draft on the straight. That's only if I ace it. Or if I get bump drafted from a guy behind. See that little teeny tap there? Barely bump drafted me. You know, I don't want to mess up his entry. I want him to get in there and go. Unfortunately, I followed him. So, gap's getting bigger. Lucky we got custom slip. So yeah, now about custom slip, we're all behind first. None of us are still behind first without custom slip at this point. I never pressed live stream. Dope. I was meant to be live streaming this. I've decided to pit. Let's go find Steve. I got a 1 second penalty, eh? That would have been chicane. By like a pixel. This front left wheel more than likely went inside this white line. Yep. The amount of times I done that. That was actually worse than a lot of the other ones. Messing up the microphone. Yeah, I've done that a lot. Put that front driver's wheel inside that white line there and got a penalty. 1 second penalty too. It's great. You barely get down the straight. You're just trying to get a good exit from a chicane. Well, anyways. Exit. So I'm trying to V it off so I can get on the accelerator as early as possible, and just use the third gear to get me down the hill. It seemed to work quite well, especially for saving tyres. Some sportsmanship here, I'm sure. Yeah, goes for a gap that was never even there. Pushes him out the way. Senna! Senna! But Lions just... Yeah, you can take that tyre. It's a waste of tyres. In a race, you're not saving any real time. You're better off just flying a bit more speed. Going out wide, but I was making that mistake lots, and wouldn't be surprised if you've seen me making that mistake. where the handling car makes up for things. Probably just managed to get back in the slip. Using a second gear punch. Oh, they caught back on regardless of not punt drafting. Not they could have with my 1 second penalty. Yeah, without the tyre, I can't catch back in that kind of gap unless I get someone to bump draft me. I mean, you can see my lap times. Just can't pull them kind of ones off unless I really just go for a full lap on softs as hard as I can, which just didn't seem worth it for the tyres. But actually, I've got heaps of tyres left in this race, so it was definitely before I was pushing hard enough. But yeah, essentially, like, if I'd been bump drafting from the beginning, which is what I'm getting at, there would have been plenty of opportunities to actually overtake the guy in front and slow his race down. Let's find Stu. Nice move. Where's he set it up from? See, now that's opening a gap for Jay Diesel's move. Like, it's not like that other one I talked about where he was going for a gap that was never there. I know Steve's behind me and I've seen what happened in the race. Tell me you're happy with my driving without telling me you're happy with my driving, Steve. Cheers, mate. She's just a legend. I enjoyed one of the best guys I raced with all week, no doubt. Pump me up the backside anytime you want. Oh, okay, yeah, that's last night. Let's see what we got here. Mr. ZZ Buggins. we were friends momentarily. He sent me a friend request and I accepted it. But after multiple races of him just never bump drafting me and attacking on every single corner, regardless of how often I bump draft and worked with him, I actually removed him as a friend. So, I don't know. If you're watching and you see it, that's why I removed you as a friend. Because, like, yeah, it's racing and I want to race against you, but, like, when you actually attack me at the beginning of, like, every single opportunity you get, like, it's not what friends do. So, yeah, no, not on my friend list. Alright. Ah, it's just land visuals, it is. I like the way this guy raced. We are friends. Let's play. So, here we have Mr. Buggins. I liked your livery a lot, and I've actually been meaning, I didn't quite get to fully notice in the race what wheels you had on. Should have done it out in the sun. Yeah, I thought you did too. One of my favourite sets of rims. Alright. Oh yeah. No, we don't want to take photos, no. One thing that frustrated me is, like, for qualifying behind me and they couldn't seem to comprehend that they had a faster car and slipstream on straights, and that it would be worth just being behind, pushing me on the straights and being behind me through the corners, because obviously I'm going quicker through the corners. It's the only way my car can qualify quicker. Like, I just thought it would be logical, and I thought that throughout the week I would find people who would go, hey, little light Sylvia that I can bump draft really easily and save my tyres and go incredibly quickly. Like, would be going a second a lap quicker. I had one race with a guy that worked with me, Mad Mitch it was. Quickest race. Quickest race. Oh, and another survival race with a Japanese guy in a Mazda. Like, the difference. I'm in another survival race with a guy in a Swift. Like, they happened. And then, like, I have to take it easy down the hill to not crash into people. Like, custom slip gives you better handling as well. So then I've got better handling behind me. I should have been accelerating out of there in third. So he stuffs me in the corner, and look, he's not even giving me space. He goes for the overtake. Like, Tony, that's rude school. That's proper rude school. And here's Buggins. He's meant to be my mate. We're going to say Buggins doesn't see this? I'm going to say that from Buggins' point of view, it might look like I can't drive. I don't know. It's got to look like a punt. And he's right there. He could have helped me. Like, and we would have gone flying past this Nissan. But instead, he nearly takes me out. Like, why'd you send me a friend request? Oh, that might have been my own positioning, but it's just me trying to make sure I can get back in the slip, because if I don't now, I'm going to have the next guy do exactly the same thing to me. And now let's watch my car in the slip. So, guys, how much time have we just lost to the leaders? Because Tony punted me up the back and has no sportsmanship. Now they all think like Ayrton Senna, as for custom slip gives them better handling, it actually controls your inputs for you. Oh my gosh, and now I'm noticing this guy's got the cheat assists on as well. Come on, mate, you can't even get out the corner well enough to give me a bump draft, mate. Like, and look where you're positioning your car. You should be positioning it out to the far left so I know I can take the corner. Is he smart enough to bump draft me, or do we keep the battle going? So if he was a mate and he'd been following my lines, he would have known my line and there already would have been a bump draft in there. But instead we have complete stupidity. Let's ruin each other's lines. Neither of us are going to get through this corner as quickly as we can, except I think I'm just going to send it. Still, that's not as quick as I can do it unless I get that 100% right, but still not in this car. It's not. I need to V it to get the... It doesn't have the torque to get down the hill. Does he give us a bump draft? Which in a way is probably a good thing that he doesn't, because it's only going to kill you on this car. This guy is quick, like quick. Proper quick. He won the vast majority of the lobbies. A+, so's Lies. Other guys, alt account. I don't know if he's A or A+. And like, they're at a disadvantage if the guys behind bump me, because I can get through the corner quickly, just the mechanics of the car. I could only hope and pray, hope and pray. But I was 5 miles an hour apex speed below the A+ driver. Let's watch these guys. Who's too close? You were already too close to get through the corner properly, Buggins. Yeah, no, he held a good apex speed. But he got the line wrong. And that's probably the best car for it, the G7 with its all-wheel drive, I reckon. Definitely the car I found the easiest for it. Need a bump draft, mate. You got a 1 second penalty. Come on. Cool, we get it. So we're gapping him out the corner, even with the custom slip. But they just can't realise. And then they attack you on the braking zone. It's insanity. Like, look where he's positioning his car. It's like, I'm just going there. That's just balls to the wall. Go for it. Otherwise the race is over. And it was just race after race after race, Buggins. Like, not once. Not once did you race nicely around me as far as, you know, working together as a team. And trying to actually be in the race and stay in the race. You're just out to be one position better than me every single race, man. Like, move to New Zealand or Tasmania or something, mate. Still fun though. I had some fun games with him. Like, I enjoyed myself. It just meant I was racing with him, and I would have much rather been racing against the guys up front. Like, but just there, but right there, man. Come on, you can't even get a good enough exit to bump draft me, man. You just need to back off a bit and get a good exit. Or follow no closer than you're confident to do the corner and get your good exit. Watch the A+ drivers for a bit. Was he just trying to... Ah, our friend here is on Racing Softs. So he's not attacking. He's got better tyre compound. He's still not going to attack because he knows his place. He knows who he's racing with. He can tell. He can have a look at his environment and pay attention. I have a feeling old bud here is like, yeah, sit back. I'd even say Lies is like, yeah, I know the person racing me is in third position. So I don't think Lies is fully pushing. I'd be highly surprised. Like, it looks like pushing to us. Probably because, depending what level driver you are, but we listen to the tyres. So there's just a little bit of chirping at the apexes. Oh, made a bit of a mistake. Still kept speed flowing. It was only a very small tap. So 60 mile per hour is the chicane, like minimum speed, was what I was finding. And I was probably trying to push a bit faster than I should have. Yeah, so we can probably all only assume what's happened here. Where's the last straight? Yeah. Let's just watch for chicane. So on the gas at 57. So I've done the chicane well. I've actually done it better than the person behind me. Now, they have an electric hybrid motor. So, and I have very little torque. Pushing into the air. Heads have taken the spoiler off. Now, they could bump and work and save tyres. And have my custom slip for all the corners. So I'm forced out of it at this point. I just try to keep him in tight. It's actually the line he's meant to be keeping. You know what I mean? He's in a high downforce fantasy car, brick, just stuck to the road, just designed to absolutely destroy and punish other cars. Just like the G7, just designed for kids to play computer games, basically. Designed to be driven with controller inputs, if you ask me too. Nah, that's taking it too far. But to still be possible to drive. So now I've got Steve up my clacker, not allowing me to drive. And won't help after completely ruining and making the gap bigger. Which I should be in front. Like, I should be in front of both these guys. Oh, look, he's braking at the apex. And hits a wall. Come on, custom slip. Come on, custom slip. Where are you, custom slip? I need a bump. I've got no torque. This is just how aerodynamics work. Both go wide. Both accelerate harder. But by the end of the straight, like, I'll be gaining. It's just how aerodynamics work. So he's just gone from doing 58-second laps. We'll have to see what his next lap is. What's going on with the A+s? Ah. Oh, the other guy pitted. He destroyed his softs. Hey, go land visuals. Now this guy raced nicely, respectfully. Which in a way is frustrating because it's very hard to get the kind of DR or even SR that the guys who drive disrespectfully and ruin and crash people out are going to get. Especially if they're driving something like the G70, where you hit the wrong car, you just murder them. Like, brakes were on there, he's trying to get past, he's left space, like there was no hit there that was intentional. No driver's aids. That's driving, Buggins. That is a nice livery. It almost makes the Citroen look half okay, and then you get around to this angle, you're like, what is that? Yokohama Motors was actually a good driver. I wouldn't be surprised if he beats Tony. And Buggins. Because Tony and Buggins, to be honest, you're both disrespectful, horrible drivers. Like, he's still braking in the corner. Telling him to go off the brakes before the corner, mate. Like, there's no way that's quick. You just understeer, kill your tyres, particularly softs. Like, he's just dead. And then he has the audacity to dive bomb people. Like, you can't even hit the apex, mate. Oh, gutters on your right, on your right, on your right. The line wasn't too bad, it could just be tighter. Oh, Mr. Buggins. You had the opportunity to help. Not yet. Not yet, but look where he's positioned his car. He's not in my slipstream. How many races has you followed me to, like, not start to pick the line up? Good. That's a good entry. That's nice. Nicely done, Buggins. That's perfect. You should be able to give a good bump draft. was very smart how he took a wider entrance, didn't worry about keeping on the tail of my car and went for the exit. Like, that's smart. And here he's going to be smart enough to bump draft. Like, no. Oh, mate, I was going to say you'd have to be absolutely retarded. And like flabbergasted with the just incredible just lack of racecraft. Well, I had to remove you from my friend list, man. I'm surprised you didn't bump draft me here and try to kill me. Were you trying? You full throttle? Nah. At least he lifted. Because I would have just about started to track you down. There's not many states here I don't know somebody, mate. In the nicest way possible. Just going to, you know, drop some roses at your front doorstep. Look, braking and accelerating at the same time. Oh, no way, Gran Turismo. Oh, no way, Gran Turismo. You can't do that and allow people to kill you. Look at that. Ooh, without the aids, that was just understeering to the wall. Big time. Still going for it, mate. Like, come on. Surprised he didn't smash me and overtake me then. The way he's driving. Oh, look at the turning. Didn't unsettle the car at all, changing gears, eh? Oh, are you going to be smart enough to bump draft this time? Doesn't look like it. No, he definitely doesn't want to. So I've got to track him over. I'm not going to give him a good line. See how much mid-corner speed I had to sacrifice there, mate? Not too much, but I don't think he understands what's going on, that's for sure. It's like, shouldn't really be behind any of these guys. And if I'd been bump drafting, I mean, yellow's managed to hold it. Oh, it's because this guy's lost the pack, though. That's pretty much what's going on. And again, it's all because of custom slipstream. Like, these two were just gone so long ago. Look at the consistency. Consistency. 57.4. Yeah, it was a pit. 57.4. 57.4. 54.7, what he probably gave someone some space. Looking at the tyre wear. Phew, they've got heaps of meat left. Which I mean, it probably means that tyres are still just performing really well. What happens for one time he bump drafts? 37, 38, 39, 40k going, 140 going over the line, 140 miles per hour going over the line. And now he screws my corner entry. Right, we could be catching the guys up front. So if you get me here, you can bump draft. He'd probably go for the attack here now. Nah. Thought about it though. Or at the very least tried to keep me under pressure. Really dislike this kind of driving, eh? Same as Set You. Set You just killed me so many times in Drive On. Like, I've got better qualifying times than both of them. And I didn't even quali hard. I could have done 55 in this car. If I time trialed instead of racing. Because I would have got lucky. But I could consistently do like 56.1 in time trial. With, you know, optimal conditions for the car. Followed too close and stuffed up the exit. Moronic driving, Emilio. But to a degree, I think I was hoping he'd send it through the chicane better. It just doesn't have the pull. So basically, Vav lost out to Yellow 7, who was the slowest of the lot. That's how bad the driving was. But Yellow 7 got to actually compete and nearly take 3rd place. And like, it was all due to a complete lack of racecraft. I'm sure I've got some recorded videos, but like, I can actually show you that Lies and this guy thank me at the end of the races. You don't see them thanking any of these guys, not once, because they can actually see what's going on. Both the lines being taken, the way the cars being driven, but just the respect side of things as well. And see me stopping, like, when I, you know, do make a mistake. I don't try and overtake. I'll make sure I stay behind and give them a bump draft and try and give them back some time, but I just lost them. Anyways, Buggins. It was fun, because I enjoy racing. Point Mad Mitch out-qualied me. It was good when he was just behind me. He was good. Mad Mitch helped me out. He pushed me a fair bit. Still a few places where he did compromise his own race by going for the overtake. Which, like, it's all cool to, like, I've got more pace from this guy. Sweet. Like, overall. Like, awesome. But, like, think about it. Where do you have more pace? And where can you utilize this car? And where is this car going to slow you down and ruin your race? You know, like, if these people think I spent the week racing a Sylvia because I thought it was going to be more competitive, again, I can't see that they're paying any attention to their environment, surroundings, the details, looking for the patterns. Which most of the driving that I've learnt in the last couple of years is exactly that. It's looking for the patterns in the way the car behaves, and the sounds that I hear, in the feedback that I get from the steering wheel. In YouTube, for videos, for coaches, the track guides, reality cars driving, even guys from other simulators. Not the and then finding out that Gran Turismo is in a way not a simulator. Actually, in many ways, it's not a simulator. Like the way aerodynamics and tire wear and damage and any of that's concerned. Thank you, Mitch. That's respectful driving. Mitch has a penalty, so he's pulled out wide, let cars past here. Hydchin, he paid attention, he worked out that he could take advantage of me, and he did when he would. When it was like going to be beneficial to his race, he would. And he wasn't trying to be mates with me, you know what I mean? That's the problem that I have with Buggins. It's almost like he sent a friend request to try and help his racing. Results. Help his race results is the way I should put that. Go on, bump draft him, mate. It would be better for your race. He'll be able to catch up because he's got slow me to get into the tail wind of if I'm not close enough to the car in front. But it's like lap what? Lap 1. Not smart. Not a smart move. If he gets this corner wrong, like custom slipstream, bye-bye. Yeah, and there's Hydechin. Done a perfect move. Exactly what I would have done when I didn't get bump drafted. I mean, that's exactly what I said. If he stuffs up the corner, which is exactly what he did. But, I mean, he probably seen that this guy was coming from the inside, so he done the right thing, actually. He defended it really well. I would take that back, Buggins. Because you could drive. You're just AH, in my opinion. To send me the friend request and then drive like that around me. Otherwise, yeah, let's race. No problems. Whatever. I chose my car. You chose your car. Happy days. Like, you want to lose the guys in front? Lose the guys in front. Problem is the custom slipstream stops that from happening so often. I have a feeling my mic level may have been a bit too loud for when I get close to it. Hit the wall and look how hard it is for me to still like even begin to pull in. Literally has to be done in the corners. But as you've probably seen by now, oh, I really messed that corner up. You don't want to shift down into second in this car unless you're really doing it purposefully, intentfully, knowing it's to snap the back around. 'Cause you're going to break traction the way it's geared. You keep it in third. You keep a rolling momentum for any kind of like U-curve type corner. You'd only go down that extra gear to snap it for a V-style turn so you can get right on the throttle. We'll get a bump draft. No. That would have that one bump draft would have just like closed that gap so much. Then I would have cornered better than them, definitely. And him, like every time of the week. He could have possibly, if he'd done a good exit, he would have bumped after me again before beginning of his hill. And we are literally 100 within, like, right on the bumper of the cars in front of us. I've kept it wide there, seeing it as a car. Like, I've had to really pay attention before I started getting any kind of results. Otherwise, I was just dead. Come on, I'm having to stop at the apexes now, Buggins. And I'm managing to do it with cars around me, man. And you think you aren't in freaking center. Apex, buddy. He really annoyed me, man. Like, he just really massively annoyed me. Here's our A+ driver, well, our A driver and our 3 A+ drivers. Popo, legend. Legend, Popo. I would have thought the other guys would have noticed, like, Popo, Liars, however we say your name, all thanking me at the end of the race. And like something would have clicked in somewhere. Like, but nope. I know I'm a high level A player. I just don't care about my account DRSR. I think the whole system's rigged and it's just a waste of my time to even care about it. But like I can get an A account in like 3 days of grinding. Like, I know I'm quite happy to do 2,000 kilometers a day. So it's like it's 6,000 kilometers racing, but I'll get an A grade account. If I just pick a car track combo that works like really well for me and go get into A account. Like, so man. The thing is, like, Australian lobbies are so sparse. You could be a B grade or good quality time, getting good race results. You'll be in As you can see, there's 3 A+ drivers in here, an A driver. I mean, some of these guys might be A, but I'm pretty sure it's like B, B. I'm B. Well, I shouldn't be, but I am. Haichin, I think, could have been A. Setyu could be A. Yokohama Mode is definitely an A-grade player. I think Lamb Visuals, I'm not sure, he might have been B. Nori Nana, I'm pretty sure was A. QMR Kenny, definitely see him playing a bit, but I can't really mention. I just remember this guy being dangerous for some reason. I could trust Haichin a fair bit. I'm pretty sure I know that by this point. Well, we should see bump draft here. And especially how much it does when I'm in the slip. Oh no. Alright, it's before Haichin's worked it out, and see how many times I've lifted to make sure I keep my car under control? And I don't think I need to be up, like, inside their boot to follow them. So here we're at the point where I know Yokohama Motors isn't going to kill me. Now, if Setyu was behind me, I'd be sweating. I'm not going to expect a bump draft from Yokohama Motors, but at least I know he's not going to kill me. Oh, it's so hard once you've overheated with tyres like that. I kind of had to do that little bit, but it is what it is. It was so hard with everybody working against me as well. Like that would just constant. Followed too close, see how the gap just goes. Oops. That's strange. It's flicking through cars but not changing the camera. Go PlayStation. Is that because I've pressed something? Alright, I'm confused. I don't know. I sort of button bashed a bit and started working again. Yokohama Motors. Lag status. Manga liveries. What happened there? Ah, okay. I can see that I would have gone for that. Would have tried to send it up the outside. But I turned in too much. It's my bad. And I would have gone for a bump draft. 110%. There's no way I'd stuff up like that and not go for the bump draft. Well, I can say it quite confidently. Understeered wide there. Oh, being pushed. I suppose I may have gone, you never helped me. I didn't push you out the way, it was just a little bit of contact. Oh, my ego got the better of me there. Thinking I knew myself better than I did, maybe. I don't know. Might need to go. Like, it would all be based on how I felt about this overtake. Because, like, we're all in the race. All you need to do is tap me. Yeah, and then they push me past here. So it's like, okay, alright, you two guys have been fighting against all week. And I feel like this is earlier on in the week now. So this is before people started to realise enough where it's like, you're not all just completely ruining my race. And I didn't, you know, have to sort of battle quite as hard and push the point just to try and survive and not lose too much DR. Because ending up in C grade's not like going to be like, that's not the plan. And then like if they had have pushed me, man, like we would all just be in the race. Like when that does happen, like what, I get one bump draft from Lamb Visuals here. Nah, it's because he got a penalty. But what here, yeah, where I get it, it's like one bump. Or two bumps or whatever I got. Like one point where someone tried to bump me, it was just like, it was easy to get that position. And like even like it's closed up to a point where we're closer to the guys than he would have been, like. And yeah, it's just like, this is foolish racing, guys. Like, we're having to defend and battle. It's like, but right there, man. Like, but right there. And if they hadn't battled and fought, we would be right here. Like, we would be right here, guys. And all these gaps are because you guys drive, like, without a brain. And, like, your A grade is, you're losing races to, like, nicely, B grader, who's heaps smarter than you guys. And I'm going to say he's probably would be getting heaps better results than B and A grader, except the fact that Gran Turismo is just ridiculously stupid. Like, he's the only one keeping the car within a limit. And it got to a point where I'm like sort of driving aggressively to try and like once I'd worked the car out and I could like run a lot more pace out of it, I could like start to change. It was so annoying with it. Just everybody would bump draft everybody. Like, no, but even there, it's just like, nah, there's just no understanding. It's like, like, there have been very few situations where people done what I just done for him. I'm like trying to not kill him there. It's just like so frustrating being held up down this hill, just almost every race, man. Like being held up into the first corner of it, being held up all the way down it, and all the way to the straight, and then lose them on the straight, like even getting a better exit than them. Like, which fair enough, that's the way the car is. Like, I can't help being in a lobby full of people with like no racecraft. So I'm not actually blaming Gran Turismo on that part, that the car just doesn't even catch on the straight. That's what you get with a lightweight, nimble car. But, you know, they could have followed me down the hill. We wouldn't have lost all that time down the hill and bump drafted me down the straight, where I'd then go considerably faster than they could if they didn't. And then because of all this stupidity, people like Lamb Visuals, like probably, I don't know if he's had enough races with me yet, it looks like I'm slow. So you go, oh, I have to overtake this guy, he's slow, when you've got an ego and no understanding. But yeah, there's a balance of performance. Every car has, you know, has to have some kind of strong points somewhere for performance to be balanced. Did we get a bump there? Yeah, look at that tiny little bump. And boom. And he was one of the people who listened, because I did say in the chat a few times, like, you know, push gentle. One, because like, it's just going to gap them if they push me hard. But two, like, several times I just get damage. And like, do it to you just before a braking zone is just all of a sudden like you're a rocket trying to bring the car to a stop. It's like, you don't even gain time there, guys. Like, come on. Like, if it's before that left-hander at the end of the straight, you can bump. But once you get into that actual apex of that left-hander, there's a freaking right-hander after it. Don't bump draft someone. They're about to hit their braking zone, like within 100 meters of their braking zone. So you bump draft them, it just means their braking zone becomes 50 meters longer. So it's what, 50-meter advantage. Like, could have easily both got this guy on that straight, man. But like I say, it was just too early. Lamb Visuals was one of the guys who worked it out. I think I thanked him and went to his YouTube channel and added him as a friend after this race, because it was like, I could see the guy didn't kill me. You know, like most people, that situation right there. Side by side, Genesis. He's out dragging me to the corner, I'm sure of it. Oh, I've got a bit of slipstream. But see, he's already coming over to the left-hand side. He's like, okay, corner's coming up. He's not all the way in the right-hand side. He can probably learn to use the track limits a bit more there. I reckon that's all that is. Bump draft there would have been perfect, man. But he just gave space, which is a good idea. It's a downhill section. And like, there's pretty much one line and Sylvia goes down it, especially without a wing. Like, have a look at how nimble it is down the hill. I don't know what any of these people were thinking, man. Yeah, I ended up getting a penalty there, and all I was really trying to do was actually not hit him, because they're so much slower down the hill. Because see, I place, like, if he wasn't there, the left hand side of the horizontal tacho will be on the white line here. Yeah, but because I had kind of got bumped and moved it, I ended up with it inside the white line in the gutter. You can't have both sides of your wheels in the gutters. You get dirty wheels, but it helps this car slide. Yeah, it helps this car get around this corner. See, you actually get on throttle better. But you don't want to get all your wheels on there. You want to have dirty on the right hand side, because then the left hand side grips more than the right hand side, pulls it into the corner and lets you get on the gas. I had to work out heaps of little things, and by the end of it I started getting competitive. Bump draft? Bump draft. Probably wasn't even intentional. But look at what it does. You know, it was the teeniest little bump draft. Yeah, this guy just dominated. He just dominated every race he was in, eh? What's that, an hour 18? Well, we might actually stop this here, delete this one so that we don't forget. Or do we do one more? Now, for this recording. I've got lies in that up front. I get 6. I mean, it's what most of it's all going to be like. We mostly just want to race. Doesn't say the names. No, there's only 7 people in this race. Oh, Rosie. Hello, Rosie. Listen. Go die overstellen. If you drive something like that, it is what it is. So we just race along, not being able to break the slip, eh? I swear every time I pitted I lost time. But then there are times where I went and checked it out and it seemed like it was in my mind. I think it's because I'd get out the pits and then I'd get custom slip into the first corner behind me. Probably what, 3 car lengths? 2.5, 3 car lengths? Oh, no, we don't want a photo. Yeah, that's probably about right. I mean, I guess we're probably following like this, we're getting into the pits with more momentum. And I'm pretty sure that gets you out the pits quicker. But I don't know, to me it just feels like that gap is much bigger than this gap. You know, like that's half the size of the gap I had when I went in. And now it's just like, okay, now there's no gap. So I suppose, well, the only way you can battle that's just not pitting till the next lap. But I should have gone actually the lap before. I should be getting onto softs as quickly as I can pretty much in this car. It's good on tyres. But I might be mistaken with my ego. And maybe it's not worth having them once it's down past a certain point. Well, it didn't feel like I had to lift off that much, like with pace. But I don't push the max pace. It's amazing. It's like I go down the hill faster than you and you crash into me. Like that's how much height and center mentality there is from the custom slipstream. It makes your car handle better and everything. Yeah, so he's getting bump drafted from behind now. Oof, horrible overtake. But he could have had good reason for it. But now they'll bump draft. Quite likely. But just, yeah, in my slip, it's just like, there's no chance. Well, in my slip, there's just no chance. They get better handling around the corners and destroy me on the straights. I would have been dead if that happened to me. Wonder if that was like on purpose for that last overtake. And look, with all of that, it's like, did I make a mistake? Oh, 50 is a bit slow there. But still, it's good exit. What's he go down to? Yeah, no, he went for it a lot quicker than I did. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. So now they get to follow the lines and hold back and get custom slip all the way down the hill. Think I'm somehow slowing them up because I don't realise it's actually going quite quick. Yeah, back to a straight. I must be managing to get like a lot better exits than them if I've held him off for this long. This custom slip get broken due to battling. Then I gave so many people the quickest lap because they'd follow me and get the quickest lap. That was a pretty average race. What was one of the ones over on this side? Oh, I stuffed that up. Alright. I think that's enough. I'm going to go through and delete them. I can't stay and watch all of them. Yeah, no, we'll do that. Alright, peace world.